What's up, everyone? Today we are talking about something that seems basic but is absolutely fundamental, your tenant properties. What exactly is a tenant? Your tenant is your organization's dedicated instance of Microsoft Entra ID. When you sign up for Azure, Microsoft 365 or Dynamics 365, you get a tenant. It's your identity and access management home base. Every tenant gets a unique identifier. That's your tenant ID, a GUID that never changes. You also get an initial domain name like uh, contoso.onmicrosoft.com. So that onmicrosoft.com domain, you cannot delete it. It's permanent. Why properties matter? Here is the thing. Some tenant properties are set it and forget it. Others you will update as your organization evolves. And some you absolutely cannot change after creation. Think about the country and data residency. Those settings are permanent. Choose wrong during setup and you are stuck. This determines where Microsoft stores your directory data and affects compliance requirements. If you are a European company subject to GDPR, which matters enormously. And first impression matter. Your tenant display name and privacy information are not just administrative details. When external users collaborate with you, when employees reviews app permissions, they see this information. A well-configured tenant looks professional and builds trust. Think about it. Would you trust an app permissions request from default directory or from Contoso Corporation IT department? So first impression matter even in identity management. So now it's coming technical contact and privacy compliance. Microsoft needs a way to reach you about tenant issues. So that is your technical contact. But equally important is your privacy statement URL. Under GDPR and similar regulation, users have the right to know how their data is used. Your privacy statement provides that transparency. Now it's coming custom subdomain. You can create custom subdomain under onmicrosoft.com domain. So that helps organize multi-division enterprise if you have that one, and when you are using actually multiple environments. So most people actually rush through sometimes during tenant setups. So they accept defaults, skip privacy informations, and never look back. Then on track, later 6 months, they are dealing with compliance issues or confused external partners. So always take the time to configure your tenant properly from day one. Document your tenant ID, set meaningful names, configure privacy information so that you don't face all this issue. Now let's focus on hands-on lab. In this lab, we'll configure all these properties and understand exactly what can and cannot be changed. So let's start lab second lab working with tenant properties. So lab setup is you need to identify and update the defined properties associated with tenant. So let's first exercise, which is create a custom subdomain. So here I have connected Microsoft Entra. So from here under Entra ID, let's go to section domain name. And now you see that there is an option for add custom domain. Select that add custom domain. So let's try to get a custom domain name here. If I try to do that one, you see that it's saying I have to connect to Microsoft 365 Admin Center. So let's connect to 365 Admin Center. So here, if you see custom domain name, so domains section under settings, here click on add domain to add the subdomain. So give a subdomain name, then select on use this domain, and it's processing here. So this is just domain name. So you can, if you buy some domain already, like you set up DNS, then you can use that one. So for now, if I do verify, ultimately it will fail because I did not set up DNS for this domain. So for now, just click close. This is just how you can set that up. Now go back to Azure Intra. So what we are going to do, we are going to uh, set up uh, or changing the display name for this domain name or account. For that, you go to overview section, and now if you go to properties, to change that one, you can just type here the name you want, TOSO, contact marketing and technical contact here. So it has got my admin account. Click save. So here we are just changing the uh, so that tenant name, display name mainly. So display name has been changed now. Now let's see other properties. So you can see other properties here also, like a country or region, where it is defined. So there are some properties that it's uh, gets this information, or you need to define when you actually set up your tenant very first instance, and these settings you cannot change later on. So now, to how you can get the tenant ID. So when you are in Entra, if you go to this properties section, you can see that there is a different way you can get, but this is one of the options that under properties you can see the tenant ID. So if you copy this one, ultimately you getting the tenant ID from there. Now we'll do a little more with privacy information. Like sometimes uh, you want that to go through privacy statement before logging it to the system. So that we're going to add that now. So for that, let's here is the technical content and privacy contact. So privacy contact was, we are going to use LNT. And so just to make sure. So we give that account and privacy statement URL. We have got URL defined, which is a sample file, that you can, if you click that here, let me open in separate window. It's not going to that page. Oh, no, I did not type correctly. So if I enter, you can see this privacy system, and that's I'm going to assign now. So go back Entra and we have assigned that page entry here. Click on save. So now to check the privacy statement, you click that your user ID and select on view account. Now let me close this one. Under settings and privacy, view settings and privacy, select tab privacy. Let me zoom that. Now here under organization notice section, so that contours of marketing, organization or privacy statement, click on view. So it's opened actually that privacy statement here. So you can see that privacy statement. So that's for this lab. We have successfully completed this lab. So I hope you enjoyed that one. Please join to the next lab.